you are for this question, you will give me a card with plus, yes? If you are against this question, you will give me the card with the minus, okay? Everybody has its cards. Are you ready? So let's start. The first question is, imagine that you come into a cafe where there's only one spare seat next to a Negro. Would you take it? Would you take it? I have to do it up in here, put it down. Imagine you have to get acquainted with a person belonging to a minority, ethnic or sexual. Would you have a beforehand prejudiced opinion about this person? For example, hostility or awkwardness. Would you? Plus or minus? I see, thank you. Would you like to have Asians or Oriental people as close neighbors? Neighbor means соседство, as close neighbors. Would you like Asian or Oriental people? I see, thank you. Would you like to share your desk at school with a gypsy? Would you? Thanks. Would you like to marry a gypsy or a Negro? Marry. Vamos. I see. Would you like to date with a Chinese or Vietnamese? Would you? Give me a card. I see. Thank you. Just imagine you study in another town and live in hostel. Your roommate belongs to a minority. Would you like to change your room if possible? Would you change your room? Сменить комнату. Переехать. Change your room. I see. Thank you. And the last question. You're going to adopt a child. Can you imagine it to be a Negro or Asian? Can you imagine? Give me a card. Can you? I see. Thank you. But as I can see, you are against prejudice. But the results show that you believe that some stereotypes, yes? And follow them in your everyday life. But now we have the last question. Imagine that you are blind. Blind means слепой, да? Imagine that you are blind. Would you have the same stereotypes?
I don't think so.
Why?
Because personal qualities are more important.
I think so too. And children, do you agree that personal qualities are more important than color of skin and so on? Do you agree? Yes, sure. Thank you very much. Now let's go further. I'd like to show you an extract from a cartoon. Listen to it.
Delicate balance. As king, you need to understand that balance. Respect all creatures, from the crawling ant to the leaping antelope.
Dad, don't eat the antelope?
Yes, Simba, but let me explain. When we die, our bodies become the grass, and the antelope eat the grass. And so, we are all connected in the great circle of life.
Good morning, sire. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Thanks a lot. I think that you have heard very attentively this extract, yes? And now, let's do some conclusions. How do you think? Are people equal or not?
In the episode, we recognize our human world and thought that people should coexist in one world and respect each other.
Thank you. And what about you, Lena?
People's worlds are different but coexist in the circle of life.
Natalie, and how do you think?
What is really important is how talented, creative the person is.
And Marcia?
What is valued in friendship is personal qualities and harmony of relations, not color of skin, nation, religion, or sex.
Children, do you agree with the girls? Yes. Thank you very much. And now